Yeah, let me go see if I can find those. I don't have a clue where they're at. Hey all, welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. At the end of my last video, I said I was going to go cut down some trees. I changed my mind. So what I decided to go ahead and do is come on over here to the chicken coop and get it taken care of. Once I start cutting trees, I'm just going to want to keep going. And so I didn't want to just do 2 or 3 trees and then stop, especially since I don't have much daylight. Tomorrow, probably after church, I can hopefully take down all the trees that I'm wanting to take down. And I'd rather just do it at one time than multiple times. So I think the best use of my time is to go ahead and come on over here to the chicken coop. All right, so as you can see, actually I'm not sure where this was left last time. Let me back this thing off because it won't let me use the flashlight. So on this side, what we've got, we have our chicken catching net, aka a fishing net that works really good for catching chickens. We've got some bird seed, some dilla feed, and then a small one that we'll use to carry around and take out to feed them. On this side, maybe it's bad we've got it in here, but the turkey fryer I use when I'm cleaning chickens. If I'm not skinning them, I will heat that with water and then dunk them in there. And then, of course, our cabinet, which has got medicine and different things in here. You know, grit and oyster shells and the like. So, ooh, paper towels. Sweet. My bride is awesome. Anyway, that's what's over here. But what we're really here for is we don't want the chickens to get on this side of the coop. So what our plan has always been, and we didn't get around to it because of timing, is to put a wall between us with some net, with a door that opens up so we can step in, grab eggs. I don't see eggs, and there should be. Oh, I see. I'm like, there should be ceramic eggs in there. Okay, 1 ceramic egg, 2 ceramic eggs, but no eggs today. Make sure they're not laying around here somewhere. This is all new to them. All right. So, oh, and then there's our roosts. Just used some cedar trees that we had here, and I cut them down and took off the little, I don't want to call them burrs, but the branches, and made it smooth so they wouldn't be getting poked on them. And then of course the automatic door goes there. So what we want to do is install this door. Yesterday after work, I had a little bit of time before dark, and I just came out here. Initially we'd put these uprights in here because we had put some, let me just go back here so you can see better. We'd put some netting, and apparently the chickens knocked the netting off. So all I had to do yesterday is I put the upright across, the crossbar across, and then the uprights for the door. I don't want it too tight. I want the door to swing easily. And so I've got a little bit of gap you can see there between the door, and of course it's a little low, but it's because it's sitting on the ground. It'll go up to the top. We've got hinges that should automatically close, so we can push the door open and it will close. Once that is done, we've got some green netting that we've used off and on for quite a while, and we really like it. And we still have some, maybe used, I don't know. But we'll staple that onto the door as well as to the side walls, just to help keep the chickens on their side. We did have bird netting, that was what was up here earlier, and I just don't think they could see it. I mean, I know birds are supposed to be able to, or maybe they just got a ruckus and knocked it all down. Either way, I'm not putting bird netting in there. So we'll use that green stuff, and don't think it'll take too terribly long to do this, but we'll see. All right, let me show you what I did. I used these clamps. By the way, this is not a real commercial, but I love these quick grips. The ones have been really good. These were here, and I don't like them as well. Could just be they're old. Anyway, what I did, as you can see, I hung the door with just a little bit of gap at the top. There's actually a little more gap here than I'd like. And then I used another set to just pull it tight to this wall. So now I just have to go find the hinges, and I'll connect the hinges here on both top and bottom. And once that's done, I can take the clamps off and put up the netting. Like I said, it's going to be a really easy project. It's just taking us a week to get here. I've been working sun up to sundown, and it's just really hard to get out and do anything when you're doing that. So anyway, yeah, let me go see if I can find those. I don't have a clue where they're at. All right, I've been putting hinges on doors for quite some time, but I don't know if everyone has. What we got here is just a spring hinge. When you push it, I don't know if I can do it with one hand, just push it and it just comes back. That's exactly what we're wanting on this door. So in this case, I'll put it here. That was a really weird noise that one of the chickens just made. I'll put it here. I will put it vertical. I'll find that seam and line it up between the boards, and then just screw that in there. And then I'll do the same for the bottom. Well, I thought I'd give it a try and see if I can't do this on camera. So I just put a screw in, line it up, and then on these spring ones, I don't know if it showed on this camera or not, but it pulled that hinge tight. All right, so take the clamps off, which just push the trigger. Again, if you don't have these, I'll get you some. I really like the big one. The small ones come in handy. I think the last one I got was sort of a little multi-kit. It's a little too far down. Oh, I'm gonna have to put a support diagonal, which I thought I may have to, because it's just hanging down too much. You can see here just the amount of gap. But I have wood to do that. So let me do that. I'll put that on the outside, because on the inside we'll have a door handle we can pull out, and on the outside, well, depending on which way you're at, we'll push, and we can push across that. So let me get that measured. All right, so I wanted to show you what I was doing, but I don't have a GoPro and I don't have a cameraman, or woman as the case may be. So what I already did is I've screwed in on the bottom corner, brought it up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up on the door and then screw in this support after I make it fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up on the support like you saw me do, and then I'm going to pull this back so this corner right here doesn't catch on the door. So like that. I can't do it with one hand. So that's the plan. Again, lift up and then screw it in. And it'll look like that. And now I can open the door. Bounces. I'll probably put a stop right here just so it doesn't bounce. Maybe not there because I will bump my head on it. I'll think about that. But now let's put the netting on. All right, it's starting to get too dark in the shed to show you this, so let me show you out here. Here's the green netting I was talking about, and I'm going to put it up there, staple it along the hinge or onto the boards, and then I'm going to trim it, and I'm going to do that 3 times, and then I should be done. That's the plan. I'm almost out of staples, but I'm pretty sure I know where some more of that. It took me a while to even find the staple gun. It was in the first place I looked, and the last place. I overlooked it. Anyway, it's starting to get dark, and I want to get this taken care of. All right, so you can see I'm done. The chickens are trying to come to bed, and they do not like it that I'm in here, so I'm trying to hurry. I've got it done. I've got extra on top that I plan to zip tie to that cross beam right there. Only thing I'm trying to do right now is to put a handle on here. Otherwise, you'll try to pull this and we'll pull these out. And there you have it. It's there. The door's in place. Once I zip tie that, they can't come across. And the door opens and closes. We do have a latch that we can put on. I'm out of time. I'm not sure we need it. So I will talk to my bride about that. I'm going to go find zip ties and try to do that so I can finish up. But they are not very happy. All right, they are super not happy with me. I don't know why they just stopped, but they just stopped yelling at me. Zip tied across the top, and everything's good. Time to let them go to bed. So that's done. I'm not sure all the chickens are in bed yet because they sure did not like me being in here that late. So we can get in and out without going through the other door. Less doors you open, better chance you don't let anything in or forget to latch it right or all that kind of stuff. So we can get in and get out. May put a latch on it to close it tomorrow, but I'm not doing anything else today. But I'm glad to get that done. It's been on the back of my mind since we moved in here. Anyway, hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. And like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.